Hey, I decided to do a little review on the FiiO E11 amp. This little guy. Highly portable, adds some colorful sound to your portable device, and if you can get a line out connection, will sound much better than anything coming out of your digital audio player. So this is the case it comes in. You can use it to carry it around, however, I've found a soft case that's actually used for sunglasses that I prefer over this. I just want to show you guys the case that it comes in. This guy. So this is the amp, the FiiO E11. This is the volume knob adjustment right here. The in and out stereo ports. The USB port for charging. And here we have the low gain and high gain settings. And then the EQ of 0, 1, and 2. 0 being the lowest, of course, of bass setting. 1 adding some more bass, and 2 adding even more bass. Overall, this is a wonderful design if you're looking for a portable option that's going to add a little more oomph to your music and in all the ranges. The package comes with the USB charging cable, of course, 2 rubberized straps to strap it to your device. I'll show you how it straps into my iPhone in just a minute. And the stereo 3.5 to 3.5 connector for connecting it straight to your audio source. It would just go on the in right here, and the other end would connect to your audio source. That is, however, limiting the source to what's coming out of your audio source. So if you have an iOS device, if you're using this with an iOS device, this does not come with the amp, but I would highly recommend picking up this FiiO, either the L9 or L11 cable. And what this does is it allows you to plug in this part to the amp in, and this part goes to your iOS device. You might be looking at this thinking that you have a 5th gen iPod Touch or an iPhone 5 and saying, but that won't fit my phone. Which is why I actually bought this cable from Apple. It is the Lightning to 30-pin adapter, and it works with this. So you plug, I know this is kind of a fiasco setup, but this, trust me, the sound that comes out of this 30-pin adapter, you're stripping out the amp of the iPhone by using this cable, and therefore giving this amp a cleaner sound to use. So it's much better to let this amp do the work than the amp in your iPhone. So this is just, think of this cable as a bypass for your amp in your iPhone or iOS device. And so yeah, this would go in your iPhone cable if you have a 5 or an iPod Touch 5th gen. Yeah, it sounds really, really good. I'll show you how it sets up. So here we have the iPhone 5, and normally I just put it on the back. I normally do it just like that. Put this on here. I've found that one strap normally does it, but you could throw the second strap on if you wanted to, just for extra security. This would probably work better with a iPod Classic or something to that effect for the strap, because it does take out some of the use of your touchscreen. So you just have to find your happy medium of where you want to place it. Anyway, that's it makes for a fairly easy connection, keeps it to your phone, and this will even fit in your pocket. So very nice thoughts on providing those straps. It makes it easy to pack with you. I don't mind leaving it just on the side. I mean, it's not that bulky, so it never really bothers me. Yeah, so that's the design functionality of it. Now, as for the sound properties, for what you get, this is a very inexpensive amp, and it's very portable, and I think it is phenomenal at giving much better audio than what comes out of a source like the iPhone or iOS device or even another MP3 player that's out on the market. This amp does add a little bit of color to the sound properties. It adds a little bit of oomph in the bass region and a little bit of oomph everywhere else in the sound. I've noticed it makes the highs sparkle a little bit more, which is nice, but not overly sparkle. It doesn't blow out your ears, so it's a very good balance of audio for a portable device. But keep in mind, it is definitely not a neutral amp. Now, I've experimented quite a bit with the gain settings and the EQ on this. I have decided that I don't like any EQ setting above 0, 0 being the default one, and then 2 being the most bass, unless it is plugged into a high quality DAC or digital analog converter. It has to be a very clean sound coming into this amp in order for that bass EQ to really have a good effect. So keep that in mind. You don't want to be plugging your iPhone straight into this and bumping up the bass. It's really going to muddle it out if it's coming straight out of an audio source like a portable media player. As far as the gain settings, I try to keep it on low gain. Sometimes I'll bump it up to high. One thing I have noticed about the high gain setting is it tends to add more to the highs. It makes the highs really sparkle, but it does add a little bit of sibilance when it comes to crashing and high vocals and that kind of stuff. It's a little bit more fatiguing when you have that high gain on there in some genres of music. So keep that in mind as well. Otherwise, it has been a great amp. I've been using this with all of my headphones. I haven't really found a headphone that it doesn't mesh with. But yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a portable amp, this guy is definitely one to add to your list, because it does everything very well for the amount of money that it does it for. I should add in the battery is pretty phenomenal as well. I've had 6-hour listening sessions with it before, and hasn't failed on me yet. So I've never had it run out of battery before it was time, and it's just been a good little amp. So yeah, if you have any questions, comments, requests, go ahead and hit me up, and thanks for watching the review on the FiiO E11 amp. We'll see you later.